How's that unavail assault bot? So here's the units folder, it has land. And here's this unit folder, and it has land. But you'll notice it also has a unit list.json. If you copy and paste that over, it will read this one instead of that one. That's how shadowing works. So you use the unit list JSON, and if you spread it out a little bit, you will see that everything has quotes. Everything has quotes on either side, and everything has a comma, and everything has a slash media extension. So it's slash PA units land, or orbital, or commanders, or air, or sea. So it starts with units, and it has a big bracket, and all these are listed comma after comma, and it directs it to the main units JSON. This is the master list of units that the game loads from. So let's stop right there. If we wanted to prevent anything for naval to be built, all we would take is everything that's naval and sea, everything that's like, sea, from comma to comma, there's no comma at the end. We hit the backspace button, and now the game will not read naval units, or any of the ones that I removed anyway, so now you wouldn't have it. If you just wanted to get rid of nukes, all you gotta do is get rid of nuke launcher. Bam, you can't build nukes anymore. If you want to add your unit to this list, all you have to do is go to the bottom, hit comma, space, and then 2 quotes. Inside those quotes, all you gotta do is do exactly what they did. Slash PA, slash units, slash orbital, land, slash land. Universal bot. Universal bot.json. So you do PA units land universal bot.json. If you click save, it'll load that now without the naval and stuff technically. So if you wanted to remove units from the game, you wouldn't even need to do anything else except have a mod folder, a mod info folder, a folder with PA, a folder with units, and just a units list.json. You wouldn't need land or anything else. You wouldn't need any of the unit JSONs. All you had to do is have a unit list JSON. And all you had to do is, if you don't want gunships in it, you think gunships are overpowered, fine then. I just made a mod that removed gunships. If you want all the other units in the game, the Vanguard and everything, then the game would play fine for you now. If the Vanguard and everything would load. The only thing that would not load is the Kestrel, the gunship. And the gunship wouldn't load for both players. Neither player could use it. It wouldn't show up in the build square. A little blank square would end up there. That's how that works. I wouldn't suggest doing it to the commanders directly, or at least removing them anyway, because if you remove commanders, the game won't load them. Then when an enemy player loads them, because their UI will show it in the game lobby at least, because the game lobby is theirs. When they try to load into the game with that, it'll at least crash them, or at worst crash both of you. But things that you don't spawn with, for instance, like air defense or whatever, you could get rid of any of these. Anti-nuke launcher, if you don't have a nuke, you don't need an anti-nuke. There, I got rid of it. Bam, just like that. There is one other thing that you need for a self-sufficient mod anyway. And that's a way to build something. Like, something to click on it. Technically, the UI would be able to build it. Or the AI, I mean. The AI would be able to build it, but you would not be able to because you have nothing to click on to build it. PA media, it has a PA folder. It also has a UI folder. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you the build list. The build thing is actually in main, not Atlas. It's shared, I'm pretty sure. Yep, it's main shared JS. So you need to go to your mod and you need to go to UI, main, shared, JS, borrow the build file. Now, this is how this works. Everything here, here's your tags that make it work. The function build hotkey model, the variable self this, the self spec ID to grid map. What it's basically telling you is that this is the grid that it appears on your screen. If you notice when you go to build units, you have 3 rows and 5 columns. And to show you a picture real quick. That's what it looks like. Alright, so I made it kind of Roman style, but bots. Now, you will notice that things like combat, orbital. I'm sorry, I didn't actually yeah, it's a bit to the side. So utility has its own tab, and I believe you can actually make the game load new tabs if you just have a new quote here, and it will load you up a 15 grid tab. Now it goes from 0 to 14. The way it loads is, you notice that combat, vehicle, bot, here's bot, see, bot. Now, you notice the fabrication bot is 5, and fabrication bot advanced is 5. Well, if you go in the game, you notice that 5 is, 5 is right there. So the way it goes is, 0 to 4 is here. And 5 to 9 is here. 5 to 9 is there. Bam. Alright. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, through 14 is here, and 14 is the last one because there's no 15 because it starts at 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So knowing that, you need to not have 2 overlapping. So if 2 have the same number, then neither of them will work. Or one of them will work. I'm not sure which it is. So I can't, if it's going to be in the bot tab, I can't give it a 5, a 6, a 7, an 8. Let's see, 14, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 9. You know why 5 through 9 and 10 through 14 is used? Because those are the bottom two rows. If you use the bottom two rows, then it won't generate the top row at all, and it won't block your UI a bunch. So, starting at the end, let's put a comma and a space. I don't know why I put the space there, but I'm going to move it around. Yeah, I moved the space back to the beginning. No, I didn't. Now I did. Space back at the beginning. And a comma at the end. A quote with a JSON path name. universalbot.json. And then you give it a colon. And a square bracket. Make it go into the bot tab. A comma. And a number. You want the number not to be, anything from 5 to 14? Yeah. So why don't we give it 0? That way this unit will appear at the top left for you to build. Or if you wanted to replace the assault bot, you would just give it the assault bot's number, but beware, it might not take if the assault bot's still there, so you have to get rid of the assault bot. From comma to comma. Just like that. The extra space should be there. Then you can give it, the number 11. Then you click save. And that way you have a build number for it. So now your unit has a way to load into the game, the unit's JSON. A way to be built through a click by the build JSON. And a unit with a functioning JSON. It has a weapon with a functioning JSON. The weapon fires an ammo with a functioning JSON. The unit references a model that's in a vanilla game. It could add its own model as long as it referenced it instead. Models are incredibly difficult to make, you know. So using the units that are already in the game is possible. So, with all of this being said and done, that's what I wanted to do. Is this still on? Is this... I don't think it's loading PA on the stream. Fixed it, alright. Oh, by the way, you can do a single player versus the AI. How about multiplayer? Alright. Create game. Excellent. I don't think I have the mod, yeah, I have Naval Redux set as a... Damn. I'm gonna have to reload the game again. I'm gonna use PAMM to load my mod. I'm going to enable Redux off and turn Universal Unity on. That should work now. Take 2, and action. Yeah, I'll just abandon that one. Oh yeah. So create game. Hopefully I can load into a game real quick. Universal Unity, there we go. Building planets. And if it hadn't crashed at this point, you're already halfway there. So if you start the game, you'll notice that the assault bot's replaced with the combat bot. So that's how you add a new unit into the game on its own. Wow, what a long video, 45 minutes. Probably should have made it shorter. But hey, it takes a lot of things to put a unit in the game. I've already waited 45 minutes. It wouldn't worth it for having another 45 seconds. Sorry, there we go. My slow ass computer, you know. Oh yeah, I removed naval. Remember the unit JSON, so at least that works. Now, oh, you know what the problem is? 11's the fabrication bot, so apparently 12 was a combat bot. Did you catch that earlier? You can actually edit it mid-game too. But if you can pass server changes to the server, you can. But that requires a special mod to be loaded anyway. Oh well, I tried. So, next video, we'll talk more about server mods and building webs of units and how to build each other and stuff. Probably.